Black History Month spotlights HIV crisis. As Black History Month continues, and with National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day coming on February 7th, new data underscores an urgent public health crisis impacting Black communities across the United States. According to the CDC, more than 39,000 people were diagnosed with HIV in 2023. Black Americans accounted for nearly 15,000 of those cases, about 38%, and experienced the highest infection rate of any community at 41.9 per 100,000 people. More than 66% of all HIV diagnoses were linked to male-to-male sexual contact. Among those cases, Black men represented nearly half of the diagnoses among males aged 13 to 24. Black women were also disproportionately affected, accounting for 50% of HIV diagnoses among women. Despite making up just 13% of the female population, their diagnosis rate was 3 times higher than that of Hispanic or Latino women and 11 times higher than that of white women. Advocates say these numbers reflect systemic failures as well as resilience. However, support remains available through organizations including Black AIDS Institute, Black Leadership AIDS, Crisis Coalition, Black Women's Health Imperative, and the Well Project, among others. These and more such organizations are working to close the gaps and to save lives. I mean, it's just frightening to me that the resources are so diminished in that community that, and I think it speaks personally, I think there speaks to a lack of trust and fear on the community to even know that they can trust service and support and know where to go and that they are going to be treated appropriately. Yeah. It's just a frightening state of affairs that continues to play out itself in the Black community.
Well, the numbers are definitely staggering, and I'm sure that the stigma attached doesn't do much to relieve the situation.
Well, of course not.
And I think it's time for religious leaders and cultural leaders to step up and speak up so those numbers can be reduced.
So recently, through Line Terror, we're posting a lot on Black history, and mental health numbers are also quite high, and a lot of it has to do with in the community. You know, especially the men are taught to be strong. They don't speak out. And so obviously you see a lot of in the closet men who are having unsafe sex practices because it's tripled. Their inner community, their families, have a stigma to all of it. And then the resources, while there, are usually hidden or scarce. So, and then the trust issue. So